Hey guys, it's Harold from Valentijn Farm. Today we've been working at getting our forage harvester ready for corn. And if you look at the field, it's pretty pathetic. Now, normally you would say this is way too green, but if you look down at the bottom of the corn here, you can see how much it's drying up already. That's what caused me to have a little peek. And we did a moisture test last night, and some of our taller stuff way over there kind of thing came back at about 63%. Now if you look, we don't have much for cobs on ours, and I've been down this road once before with corn, and because we had such a dry summer, that's why the growth is stunted and it's done what it's done. I know I need a little more moisture in it in order to get it to ferment properly in the bag, and we're probably going to see higher sugars, but it also means that the stock will throw you a little bit of a curveball when it comes to moistures. Sometimes it'll test wet when it looks dry, sometimes it looks really green and it'll test drier than you would think. And so today we're not necessarily going to do the whole field. We're just going to get a load off the outside rounds, and that'll give us a better idea on what we're dealing with, and I'll get a chance to see the whole field instead of just a little spot here and there. Around 7-acre field. We're definitely setting the wrong yield record this year. Still looks green, but it feels a lot drier than it looks. Well, I think we're going to do one more round, and then we'll take it home and we'll do a real moisture test, and we'll have somewhat of a feel on what this field's at. I think we can still wait, but not that long, I don't think. I think it's only a week away. Okay, so twice around a 7-acre field. And there is our little pile. Not great, but it is what it is. So we're going to be focusing on quality instead of the quantity that we don't have. And yet if we dig into it, it's got moisture, but you can see it still falls apart after you try and squeeze it together. So I'm guessing it's the high 60s, in which case we will probably be moving forward with chopping it and bagging it so that we get the high digestibility with the higher sugars, which will give us the milk that we're looking for, the energy. You can see there's the occasional kernel from the occasional cob that's in here, but for the most part this is going to end up feeding and looking more like a fancy grass. See, there is starch in some of the kernels that I can find. But we will take some of this to the house and do a proper moisture test on it and see what it comes out at.